What's up, everybody? We got some funny stuff going on in the MMA and NBA world. LeBron James and Colby Covington are trading jabs, and it is absolutely hilarious. Colby Covington, like always, never ceases to pull any punches or surprise me. And LeBron James, like he always does, he's got to comment on everything and kind of downplay it and act like he's Mr. Too Cool for school. So if you didn't know, Colby Covington beat Tyron Woodley this weekend, and on his post-fight conference and speech, if you will, he kind of went on a rampage. I'm putting the tweets in this video so you can read them. I'm not going to quote them, but read them as they come up. He pretty much just said, I support law enforcement. I'm not like that coward LeBron James. As everyone may know, LeBron James has spoken out about the violence on police officers. He really kind of just throws information out there before the facts hit, so that upsets a lot of people. LeBron James has a huge platform. He's got a huge following. He's a very popular guy, so it really grinds people's gears when he speaks out publicly on these matters and doesn't know what's going on. But LeBron James came back and replied that pretty much, people talk smack, but they wouldn't last 10 seconds in a ring or in an arena. He didn't elaborate on that much, but by saying, people won't last 10 seconds in a ring, that kind of doesn't make sense to me, because Colby Covington is a former UFC champion and a top, probably a top 5 fighter for sure in his division, if not top 2 or 3. So LeBron James is just way out of his lane whenever he's talking about fighting a UFC fighter. Like, I'll give LeBron James credit in the NBA world. He's a stud basketball player, but don't sit here and say that you could fight or possibly beat or make an NBA or an UFC fighter, quote unquote, shit his pants, like he said. And then Colby Covington came back and pretty much said you wouldn't last 10 seconds with me. And the best part about this whole video is he took a dig at LeBron by bringing up Delonte West. And if you didn't know, Delonte West and LeBron James's mom supposedly hooked up in 2010, which causes a rift between LeBron James and Delonte West. So Colby Covington just pulls all punches, and I think it's hilarious. But I was looking online and kind of reading comments, and there were actually people out there that thought LeBron James could beat Colby Covington. It's just kind of mind-boggling to think that people think just because LeBron James is big and tall and athletic that he could legitimately fight and beat a UFC fighter, a UFC champion, a Division I wrestler. I mean, there's just so many things that I could go into about why LeBron James wouldn't be able to hold a candle to Colby Covington, and then vice versa. Colby Covington wouldn't be able to hold a candle to LeBron James in the NBA. It's just two completely different worlds. You can't always just think because you're tall, long, athletic, outweigh somebody that you could beat them in a fight. Anybody who trains, anybody who has ever trained, and you fight or wrestle or grapple someone who is untrained, there's just a huge difference, let alone a guy at Colby Covington's level. So I just thought this was really funny. I thought this was kind of a little silly jab back and forth between these guys. It won't come to anything. There's not like they're ever going to fight or anything like that. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'm interested in to see what you guys think if LeBron James and Colby Covington were to ever meet in the octagon. What would happen? Do you think LeBron James would even be able to stand 10 seconds? Or what do you guys think? Once again, guys, thank you for tuning in to the BS Show, and have a good day.